Brady.
Yeah.
Good evening. Thank you, Boston Comedy Festival. I'm going to get this out of the way right off the bat. I'm not going to do any COVID material tonight. I'm not going to do any COVID jokes. You know, it's been 9 months. We've all heard them. They only have a 3% chance of killing anyway. You guys deserve better. You deserve better than that. But, you know, I will admit, it's a tough time for everybody. It really is. And every so often, we need to get a little bit of good news. And I actually got some good news not that long ago. I recently found out I'm the most famous person from my high school graduating class.
Woohoo!
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I just had to get past Jimmy, who got stabbed in the head after prom, and Nina, who's a grandmother at 36. So you know, the bar was low, but a win is a win. I'm going to take it. I have been taking the lockdown, though, to kind of get in touch with things I used to like when I was younger, some old music, old movies. I saw a movie for the first time in years, hadn't seen it in a while, a movie called Phone Booth. You guys ever see the movie Phone Booth?
Yeah.
Okay, a few people. Well, if you haven't seen it, it's about a guy walking through Midtown Manhattan, and he stops to answer a ringing payphone. And when he does, he finds out that there's a sniper on the other line with a rifle pointed directly at him. You know, I loved it when it came out, but that was 2003. It didn't hold up. Nobody would believe Colin Farrell as a movie star nowadays. Just nobody would believe it. Got into some old music. I was really big into the band 311. Anybody a fan of 311? Nothing screams authentic reggae like Five White Guys from Omaha. But, you know, I loved 311. I was always curious as to where they got their name from. It was a strange name. It turns out they actually named themselves after the local police department's code for indecent exposure. They thought it was funny, so they went with it. What I find funny, police codes are not universal. A 311 in Omaha is not the same as a 311 in California. Do you know what a 311 in California is? Possession of child pornography. Yeah. Puts their song Come Original in a whole new light. Whoa. Amber is the color of the alert on my phone anytime they come up on Spotify now. But you know, I actually grew up in Massachusetts. I'm excited to be a part of the Boston Comedy Festival. It's a virtual homecoming for me. You know, I was very lucky. I had a big family. I had my grandparents living in the house with us growing up. I was very close with my grandfather. You know, my grandfather, like most men of his generation, fought during World War II as a member of the U.S. Army. Unlike most men of his generation, though, he was absolutely convinced that Nazis were going to make a comeback. And surprise! He was so paranoid about Nazis making a comeback that he said for no reason whatsoever would he allow any of his sons or any of his grandsons to be circumcised, because that's how the Nazis knew who the Jewish soldiers were. I can't really argue with that logic. A few problems, though. Firstly, my grandfather fought in the South Pacific during World War II. I don't think you're running into too many Nazis named Takashi. But I'm not sure if you've got this. We're not that Jewish. Brady, if you're not familiar with the Old Testament, Brady was not one of the lost tribes of Israel. You know, I'm 23andMe. We are 2% Ashkenazi. I have a hairy chest and anxiety. That is as Jewish as I get. And I think most importantly, you guys now all know way too much about my penis. You know, I really do like telling that joke because, you know, as comedians, sometimes we have to take risks. We have to be willing to expose ourselves. It's very important advice that I learned early on in my career from Louis C.K. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I had an idea for a TV show. I want to get your opinions. It's going to be a spin-off, okay? It's going to be a spin-off of Transformers. It's going to be set in the modern day. I'm going to call it Cisformers. Okay? It's about a bunch of robots that don't change into anything, but they have really strong opinions on where you can take a shit. That's going to be my time tonight. Thank you very much, Boston Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.